Hello everybody and welcome to Joe's BBQ House. Today we're going to do smoked cheese on the Char-Broil 30-inch offset smoker. This is a brand new smoker to me. Me and my kid Vinny went ahead and put this thing together, and I was going to use it strictly for cold smoking, period. And I had to season it, so I had to build a fire in it. Now, I ended up chipping some of the paint here, so the paint started blistering up a little bit. But other than that, she's seasoned up, ready to go. And if you want to wait till the end of the video, I did do some jalapeno stuffed burgers, which turned out excellent. I didn't sear them or nothing. I just put them on the racks. I had several of them on here. Turned out great. Wait till the end of the video, and I'll post that there. Other than that, let's go ahead and I want to show you how to set up to do cold smoked cheese on any type of a grill. It doesn't matter. You could go back, look at my videos on my Weber kettles, my Weber Smoky Mountain, but my 5-rack system, I had everything all, turned out good. All right, guys. Well, this is my new Char-Broil 30-inch offset smoker. I got this on Amazon on a glitch sale for $84.99, so I couldn't pass it up. I even bought one for a friend of mine, and so far he's absolutely loving it. Well, you comment below, Billy, and you tell me what you think, brother. So here we go. So what you'll need is any kind of a smoker. You can use your Weber kettle. If you have a reverse flow smoker like the Oklahoma Joe, any of them will work. So here you see I have 38 blocks of cheese. Now I do have cheese on a cooling rack that's on top of the charcoal grates, because you get 2 included charcoal grates on the bottom there, and those are lined up with cheese as well. So what you want to do here is get yourself a maze. And I have these Traeger apple pellets. You could get this bag here on Amazon. I think it was $18.99 or something like that. And you get quite a few pellets, more than I'll ever use. The only process here is lighting up one end and just letting it burn. Now in this case, being I have so many blocks of cheese on here, I might light both ends. I might light this end and that end, so we get that smoke to go up and through there. And of course, I will leave my stack wide open. But a little tip, guys, before you open your cheese, stack them on your grate first. I'll show the picture now. Okay, then what you want to do, when you unwrap them, you'll have a recorded of what each label is. Then what you want to do is stack your cheese, and that way they were labeled accordingly. Okay, so here's a little example. What you're going to do is you're going to take your cheese, you're going to open it up. Being that you have your picture of your cheese where you know where each one of them is, open your package, and you're going to cut out this label here. Okay? Cut out, well, it's a little windy out here, guys, sorry. So go ahead and cut out your label from your cut package, and I'll show you what you're going to do with that next. Basically, if you watch my other cold smoke videos, you'll see that I use these labels and I tape them on top of the vacuum sealed blocks of cheese when they're finished. So stay tuned. I'm going to go ahead and light this thing up. This will take about, I think I'm going to run this for, I'm going to let it run for 4 hours. Then at the 2-hour mark, I'm going to set a timer. I'm going to rotate the cheese. But first I'm going to look and see if I'm even going to need to rotate the cheese. Because the first time I did it, I did not rotate, and they turned out absolutely phenomenal. So I'm not sure if I'm even going to bother with it. All right, so in this next step, what you're going to want to do is get you either a propane tank or any kind of, this is MAP gas. This is all I use. You can use propane or whatever you like. And this one just has an electronic starter. Don't use regular lighters to try to light your pellets, because it ain't going to work. You can hang these like halfway off the edge. Then we're just going to let that burn for a little bit. Give it about 10 minutes to let it get started. I'll probably end up blowing this out within a minute or two. And keep in mind, guys, you want to do cold smoked cheese in 40-degree weather or colder, even in freezing temps. Go ahead and blow this out. But what I will do is set it in this way. So I'm going to see how the smoke is producing coming out the stack once I shut this lid. And here I'm going to leave this vent wide open so that this here side can get some air to keep it lit so it doesn't snuff out on us. Let's go ahead and shut the lid. You can already see you got a little bit of smoke coming out the top. Oh yeah, I think she'll do just fine. We'll come back and check on this here in a little bit. All right, my timer is set for 4 hours. I have a 2-hour timer to come back and check on these. I just wanted you guys to see how this thing is smoking. I'm just gonna open the lid here. So what we have here is the maize, and this company claims that you could get 12 hours of straight burn from this, and they are absolutely correct. You look at my other videos, you'll see that I got exactly 4 hours across one of them rows. I only filled this up because I could dye it out, and then for another cook, or if I just want a smell in the atmosphere just to lay in one of my kettles, it works great for that. But vent control, all you want to do is keep your vent wide open. That'll allow oxygen to keep these things alive, and you want to keep your exhaust stack wide open. These doors do leak a little bit. I'm not concerned about that, because in time when I do other cooks on it, all this metal will all come together and it'll be fine. But to show, some people in the group wanted to see like the smoke inside the chamber, and as you can see, it's filling up everywhere. This whole chamber is filling up. I can even see the smoke down in there. I don't think you guys can see that. So all the cheese is getting penetrated. Hey guys, I'll see you in 2 hours. All right, everybody, our 2 hours is up. Let's go ahead and check the smoke and how it's flowing through there. Looking good. That's what I like to see. Let's go ahead and check out our maize. Well, that's 2 hours in. I don't think we're gonna make our 4 hours in that one row. That could have a lot to do with the intake over here being wide open, and that just fired up because I lifted up the lid. I'll blow that out, shut the lid, and it'll sit there and smolder. But either way, just want to give you guys an update what's going on. Go ahead and blow it out. We'll shut it. She'll continue to smoke. It's my first time doing it in offset, but I will tell you, you just want to make sure you have absolutely 0 temps in your pit, and that's what that maize, that amazing maize, does for you. Now I did hear that the amazing tube, it does generate heat. I do not recommend any heat at all when smoking cheese. You don't want any oils evaporating out of your cheese whatsoever, because I'm very, very sure it'll dry it out. Okay, so why we want to smoke at 40 degrees Fahrenheit or lower? It's because there's oils in the cheese. And if you're cooking above them temperatures, like say you're at 45 or 50 degrees out and the sun's beating on top of your smoker, well, it's going to heat up inside there. And you'd be surprised, it might get up to 80 degrees or so, 75, 80 degrees. Well, you don't want that, because the hotter your pit is, the most likely the oils from your cheese are going to start coming out of the pores of your cheese, and then you're going to have to start wiping it down. You don't want to deal with that. So 40 degrees or colder is the best temps, because you will never have the oils coming out. And to me, that oil, that's moisture for your cheese, so it doesn't come out dry. The process of how I smoke cheese really works. You should try it. I guarantee you everybody will enjoy it. And like I said, you could do this on practically any smoker, any Weber kettle, WSM, whatever. So I'm gonna set my timer for 4 hours, and I'm gonna come back in 2 hours and check up on this. You see how easy that was? You take your cheese, you line them up on your on your racks, and you don't have to smoke as many as I'm doing. You could do 2 blocks, 4, whatever. But because I have the space, as you guys know, I'm gonna max it out. But regardless, you lay your cheese on there first in the wrapper, snap a picture of it so you can organize on which block is which, because it's gonna make it easier when you go to package it towards the end of this video. So then what you do after you take your picture, take the grates off in the order they came off, take them inside or wherever you want to do, open up all your packages, then cut out the label like I showed you earlier, and just put it aside. And then take your cheese, your racks, put them back in the same order. Then when your cheese is done, you can take it inside, and when you start vacuum sealing, you're going to vacuum seal, take your label, set it on the top, and then put a piece of say packaging tape or whatever type of tape you want to use, and there you go. And you'll have, you know, vacuum sealed smoked cheese ready to go in the fridge. You're going to want to wait at least 2 weeks before you even try it. 2 weeks. I really haven't had a bad experience, but a lot of people do say that if you take it right off the grill, it'll taste like an ashtray. It has some off flavors. I tried it within a week. It was still good. 2 weeks, it was even better. I even went a whole month. It was even better. But after a month, I don't see any changes. Something with the smoke absorbent in the cheese, I don't understand the process of it. I just know this process works great. So stay tuned, guys, and I will come back in 2 hours, see how it's doing. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm gonna rotate, flip or not. The very first time I did it, like I said, it didn't matter. You know, and then my other time I did it, I flipped them. I tasted no difference. So, all right, guys, we'll see you then. All right, everybody, so here we have the final results of the vacuum sealed smoked cheese. All this is for sale. If you're interested, leave a comment below. Or hit me up on Facebook. I would rather do this for local customers, but if I have to ship it, I will. But I'll tell you what, this stuff will be phenomenal, and it'll be available in 2 weeks because we have to let this rest. So if you want to place your orders, place them now. Hello everybody, and welcome to Joe's BBQ House. Today we're going to do some smoked cheese on the Char-Broil 30. What's up everybody, and welcome to Joe's BBQ House. Today I got something new. Got me a 30-inch Char-Broil offset smoker. And today we're going to do some smoked cheese. I'm going to try to fill this baby up. When me and Vinny put this together today, I went ahead and sealed all the angles. So anywhere that it's comes together, it's been sealed. It's been sealed here. I tried to do the seal on the store, but the door didn't want to close properly, so I ripped it off. It left a little bit of the material there, which is fine. I'm gonna go ahead and get some charcoal in here, get it sprayed down with some spray butter to get it seasoned. And then we're gonna go ahead and smoke us some cheese. I'd also like to mention that when we installed the stack, I went ahead and sealed around this edge too. So everything here, all points are sealed. I'm not worried about the lid here where the door comes to, because it is flanged, so it should hold it in. Basically this thing's just going to be my cold smoking machine, so we'll go from there. I do apologize for any wind noise here, but right off the gate I went ahead and added a half a chimney of some charcoal. Gonna let them babies fire up, and I went ahead and sprayed the whole inside with the spray butter. Like I'm saying, it doesn't seal very well on the firebox doors or the main chamber door, which is pretty typical. I mean, I got this on a glitch sale for $84.99, so you really can't complain. And plus, it's just going to be for cold smoking. So stay tuned, guys. We will get this cheese on here shortly. Just got to get this seasoned up, and we'll get her all cooled down, get them ashes out of there, and we'll go ahead and get that maize put in there with some hickory pellets. Well, so far I'm pretty impressed with this setup. So you guys can see, I did add a little bit more coal, so I'd say there's about 3/4 of a chimney full there. And this thing's already pegged out past 350 degrees, which is fine. You can see she's starting to brown up. That's what we're looking for. Yeah, I know it's just charcoal. As you guys can see, it's burning pretty clean. Even though we've still got some unlit coals in there. But my God, look at this stuff. Man, it's over 350 degrees. But that's okay. Hey guys, I don't think we're gonna have time to do the cheese today. So I'm gonna wait till next weekend to do the smoked cheese. But this is gonna take at least another hour or so to get it seasoned up. So stay tuned till next weekend and we will get some smoked cheese going on. So I know we said we're not doing the smoked cheese this weekend, but it's a little late. It takes me about 4 hours to do, plus on top of this here, and it's already like 2:30 in the afternoon. But what we are gonna do on the Oklahoma Joe is some stuffed burgers. Rather, it's stuffed jalapeno burgers that I seen on a video that the Pit Boy Barbecue had. Oh man, did that look good. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing here prepped up and get this show on the road. All right, back at this thing. So I went ahead and made some adjustments to the vents. And as you can see, we're halfway open on the stack. And I'd say about 1/4 way open on the bottom vent there. And as you can see, we are running a perfect just about 275. Because I opened this, it did cool it down some. But this was reading a perfect 275. And I'm gonna see how long it'll hold that temp. Actually, this thing might not make for a bad smoker at all. Pretty impressed. But meantime, over here at the Oklahoma Joe, I went ahead and set up a couple of splits right here in the included charcoal basket. And here is all the unlit coals. When I get ready to fire this pit up, I will dump lit coals right over the top of that, and that's what's gonna make this thing run really efficient, which I believe is the best way to run this Oklahoma Joe. And you guys can see this rust here. It's not a big deal. You could take a scouring pad, just scour it up, or just spray some Pam on there and she'll be black as soon as you fire it up. All right guys, we will return when I get this thing fired up and get the burgers ready. All right guys, we're about 2 hours into the seasoning process. And as you can see, got a little bit of charcoal that I had added. We still got some burning. As you can see, yep, had some blistering of the paint, which is pretty common for these, you know, the cheap smokers. All you gotta do is just spray some spray butter on there and she'll darken up real quick. Basically the same that I did with this Oklahoma Joe. But anyway, this thing can actually make a pretty decent smoker. Only thing I'm not liking, that I don't think that it'll work as a great smoker, well, we got a lot of ash buildup down there. And when I don't, let me show you guys. Looks like I gotta put my Weber thingy down there so I don't burn my deck like I did over here, which I gotta clean these ashes out. But I got another one of these little Smoky Joes sitting right over there. I'm gonna probably end up putting it under here to collect some ashes. But either way, guys, look, I mean, you can't even get in there to really clean it out. That's quite a bit of ashes in there. But on a good note, that's why I want to use this thing strictly as a cold smoker. But I only heated it up to get it seasoned up, and as you can see, we are getting black. Show you the inside of the chamber. Look at that. It's beautiful. Now she is ready for some smoke action. All right, we'll be back and get ready to fire this up. Still got to get the burgers prepared and we'll go from there. Oh yeah, Mr. Billy Thomas. You see those racks underneath the cooking grates? Yes, I need to give them to you, brother. I do apologize for not including them, but I do have them here. and I will send them off with Tiffany tomorrow morning. All right, everybody. So I found out a way. I took my little spatula here. I use my coal rake for everything. All you gotta do is just like flatten this out a little bit. Reach in here. Then you can ash it out, and that way you can get your airflow right through your charcoal. At first I thought that was going to be a problem because it was smothering the fire, but not a problem anymore. It's kind of nice. This thing's been running about 300 degrees and not with one problem. You can touch that with your bare hands and not get hot. All right, so a slight change of plans. We are going to do these smoke burgers on this little Char-Broil 30-inch offset smoker. I think it'll do a great job now that I figured out how to empty the firebox. Was going to fire up the Oklahoma Joe, but gonna have to let that thing sit. Let's go ahead and break this thing in the right way. If I run out of charcoal, I'll just go ahead and add these lit coals right to it. These babies are done.